So remember that Blade reboot movie that was announced back in 2019? Yeah. 7 years later, it's pretty much gone nowhere. In a recent interview with Josh Horowitz, Kevin Feige expressed his disappointment in never making the Blade movie with Mahershala Ali.
I'm feeling very excited that we got Wesley back for a time in Deadpool and Wolverine, and like a gigantic loser and failure that we didn't get off the ground with Mahershala.
Well, there you go. At least he did admit it, They tried, but it went nowhere. The movie was in production for many years. They had like 2 directors come on, but then they would both leave later on before anything started. Several screenwriters also came and went, but nobody really stuck around. In 2023, there was a report that the Blade movie has gone through at least 5 writers. Someone who knew the script at the time said the story was shifting away from what Blade is all about, and it went down this route about teaching you life lessons. I guess you can see why the script was a big problem at the time. There was even speculation that Marvel was limiting the budget to around $100 million. Then in 2024, they took Blade off its release calendar. And throughout the years when the Blade movie was having some problems, Mahershala Ali was still going to play the role of Blade. He was just waiting on the studio to call him if they were ready, but they never were. Back in July of 2025, Kevin Feige said that more delays happened because Disney was focusing on overexpanding into Disney Plus streaming, and this led them to putting out more quantity instead of quality, so Blade was pushed back again. They were trying to get everything right. It had to be unique. They were only going to accept insanely great, and at the time, what they had was not insanely great. It really all came down to the script. It just wasn't good enough for anyone, so the whole thing fell apart. Even David Goyer, the writer of the first Blade movie, did offer to help, but at the time, Marvel said, "We're in a good place with Blade," and they went to do their own thing. But then later on, it went nowhere. Surprise! Goyer did say that he was done with superhero movies, but Blade was one character he would come back for. He offered to help, but the studio said no. And after 7 years of waiting and delays, nothing ever happened. Just a few ideas, a few writers and directors coming and going, the script changing over time, and yeah, it all fell apart. Anyways, that's all the updates on the Blade reboot for now. If they ever try again and make something happen, I'll try to cover that news, but that's it for now. Put your comments below. I'll see you later.